something is going to happen potentially this week that has only happened a handful of times. The House might go into a secret session. Have you ever heard of this before? I don't know if people don't know that this is happening. No one's talking about this. I feel this is one of those scenarios where I'm like, hello? Is anyone? Am I the only one who's... A secret session. No people are allowed. No one from the public is allowed in the House chambers. No press. No aides. Just the congressman. Everything is secret. We happen to know what it's about, but they don't have to even tell us what it's about. There's no record or journal of what took place in the meeting, who said what. And then if they were to vote on something, there's no record of what the vote result was or who voted. You won't know how your representative in Congress voted on this issue that you may not even know what the issue is. We happen to in this case. But technically, in a secret session, you don't even know what the issue is. You don't know what the vote outcome was, and you don't know how your congressman voted on it. This has only been done 4 times since 1830. 4 times, and this could be the 5th. I'm not okay with that. Bradley Jaye is here from Breitbart.com to tell us what the issue is. At least we know what they're talking about. And it's section 702. Bradley, how you doing, brother?
Slater, I'm doing great. It's good to be with you today.
Man, good to talk to you. So, talk down to me. Like pretend I'm a total idiot here. And that's, you don't have to try too hard to do that. What is section 702?
Section 702 is a part of FISA, which essentially it was updated FISA was updated in 2008 in order to allow the intelligence community to access some new tools, given the rise of electronic communications, email, now text. There's no question about it, though. There have been a lot of accusations that this section has been abused. It's only supposed to be used for foreigners, for non-Americans conducting communications outside of the United States. However, of course, this doesn't happen in a vacuum. When these people are communicating with people, they're often communicating with American citizens, and they're often communicating with American citizens that are inside the United States. All of that information gets trapped, and it has been abused by our intelligence community. And so part of what is going on right now is Congress is trying to figure out, okay, this is obviously a very unpopular provision. How can we make some changes to it that will maybe make this palatable, that we can get this across the finish line so that we can get it reauthorized? Because there's no question that it's very popular in the intelligence community, and a lot of the reforms that have been proposed, the Biden administration, the deep state has said, no way, we don't support this. The House, just at the end of last year, they tried to pass it. They were unable to do so. So it ended up getting attached to an unrelated defense authorization bill. But that short-term reauthorization only goes until April 19th. So all of a sudden, with all the other distractions going on in Congress right now, they're trying to all of a sudden, the House is this week, looks like they're trying to reauthorize it. And really, people haven't even been paying attention to this because of so much that's going on. And now you've got this potential secret session where it may or may not be addressed. I mean, come on. I mean, Congress does such a good job of screwing us to our face. Imagine what they'll do to us behind our back.
Secret session. Wow, it's crazy. Okay, so this is coming back to me a little bit here. So, again, this FISA court. All right, so the idea 702 is we can conduct a warrantless search on a non-American's communications overseas. And that makes sense because you're not an American and you're not here, so you have no constitutional rights, right? So we can conduct a search on your communications. I think everyone's okay with that, right?
Right.
But this information is collected, and then the FBI or whoever can now search this database for communications that these non-Americans overseas happened to have had with Americans here. And that's where the abuse comes in, right? And I've heard a lot of different numbers. First of all, is that accurate?
Yes, that's accurate.
Okay. So that's the problem, that you listening now may have, the FBI, whoever, may have access to your communications that you have made and search it without a warrant illegally, right? And I've heard lots of different numbers, and I'm looking at the Brennan Center right now, who's very much against this. They said that there's 500 warrantless searches on Americans' communications every day. So that's a lot of abuse. What numbers, or how much have you heard of this happening?
Well, there are a lot of different numbers out there, but do you trust any of them? I don't. Where do we get these numbers? And again, because so much of this is conducted in secrecy, we really don't have a good handle on it. And that's why it's so important that when Congress reauthorizes this, that they do it out in the open, that they actually – I think it's important for them to say, you know what, we're not going to do this unless we can actually go to the American people, the people who elected us, the people we represent, and give them at least somewhat of an accurate picture of what is going on and how this is being used. And I don't feel we have that right now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, come to us in public and tell us why we need this. Because so even the ACLU is against this, which is, significant that they are still standing by some of their at least founding principles. But give me the argument here, Bradley. So it's the old I have nothing to hide. Sure, FBI, you can go through my emails. I'm not conducting terror operations with Al Qaeda overseas. So what's the big deal? Why should I care, Bradley Jaye?
Well, one of the issues is that the FBI has been accused of searching a lot of this 702 data to find criminal activity. So allegedly, they're not even going in trying to look for certain, this person is a suspect. They may be engaged in some type of terrorist activity. No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about them actually going in and searching for crimes. And I mean, the old argument, and you said it, well, I'm not doing anything illegal, so that's fine. Look at me. Well, a lot has changed since FISA was initially passed, since 2008 when the last time that there were significant amendments to FISA. You don't need an army of analysts, of intelligence professionals to go through this data like you did in the past. With new technology and AI, your entire life can be mapped out and put and analyzed. I mean, we really are the technology has evolved so quickly. We really are in different times, and that is why it is so critical that we take a beat. I know we've been dealing with so much in Congress with the border and the foreign aid bill that just a few minutes ago passed the Senate. With all of this going on, it's important that we slow down and actually have an out in the open, clear-eyed examination of what a reauthorization would do and why it's important. And I have significant doubts that we're going to get that if things progress as they are.